Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the HPL broadcast booth for another exciting action-packed action for you guys here tonight, or today, might I add. Up in the booth, it is yours truly, Jake, head coach of the Virginia Tech Hokies, and of course, joining along beside me is a man who needs no other introduction, a man who was been on the injury, but the head coach of the Florida Gators, Mr. Pablo Escobar. Pablo, what's going on, brother?
Nothing. What's up?
Hey, we are very excited because we have a huge game. This is why it's being known as the game of the week between the Auburn Tigers taking on the Kansas State Wildcats, and we ain't talking High School Musical, but this should be a very interesting game. This is actually my first time seeing Wuchia played. Obviously electric. I've called most of his games, but this should be a very exciting one. Hello? Dylan?
Hello? Hello?
I say, yeah. I was saying,
exciting game.
yeah.
It's a top 5 matchup. You know, the number 5 Kansas State Wildcats versus the number 1 Auburn Tigers. So,
yeah, I'm definitely excited for this one because this should be a very great game. We're waiting on Electric to start, and we'll get rocking and rolling.
what's your prediction?
I don't want to say my predictions yet because I do think this is going to be a close game. Probably maybe a 2 to 3 point game. I mean, we've been anticipating on this one for quite some time, and you know what? I'm very excited about this. What's your predictions on this one?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty high scoring game.
Around here, every man and woman is a Wildcat. Both teams have circled this game on their schedule. A matchup of top 5 teams.
Well, hey, we're I'm on the course on this one, so being Dylan will take care of everything. So, yeah, I mean, as far as this game, I'm looking forward to this one. It looks like Auburn will get the ball first here in a very crazy stadium for the Wildcats. And we are officially underway here at Kansas State.
And the return starts just inside the end zone.
And it looks like it will be stopped at the 17-yard line. Looks like we see the season so far. And mostly it's been a lot of advantage goes towards the Wildcats. And here comes Burner. Hands off to Cobb. Cobb runs over to the right side. Gonna make him. Oh, he should have just stayed right set up with that juke. But however, it is a 12-yard gain for the Tigers.
Down in a definitive way of getting a good push up front. And this back, I tell you, every single year on the plays, Auburn always has a great back, and this guy is no different.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs
for
for this
I wouldn't
offense.
say new running back. I'd say different running back.
From the shotgun, drops back.
Turner.
There.
Gonna run up in the middle. It's gonna slide down. The man was waiting for him to hit him like he was Trevor Lawrence right there. Gain of 6 right there.
Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did.
2nd and 4, ball 35-yard line. Garner's going to hand it off to Cobb. Cobb's going to run over to the left side. Cobb's going to try to do his version of a spin move, but it backfires. No gain on play. Tackled by Tony Jameson.
Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Let's see what the Tigers can do here. 3rd and 4, ball at the 35-yard line. Garner is going to hand it off to Cobb, or that's Austin. No gain on the play, stopped short, and we'll make it 4th and 4. So that was a very quick drive for this Tiger offense.
Couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
One team making a
As
way on
Cumberland climbs up. Lockett waiting on it. And he's going to make a man miss. Going to run over to the middle. He's going to go to the right side. Lockett all the way to the 40. To the 35-30. To the 25-10. 5. To the touchdown. Wildcats. Sterling Lockett with the punt return touchdown.
Punt return for a touchdown.
You know, sometimes the difference in a game can be the special teams. I know personally, I get so caught up in studying the offense and the defense, it's easy sometimes to overlook how big of a deal.
No defense at all from the Tigers. Letting Lockett run it all the way to the end zone for a punt return touchdown. That was insane. So, what was waiting for? Oh, fumble it! Oh, recovered by the Wildcats! Cobb fumbled it, and now Kansas State will bring out the offense at the 12-yard line. That may be a challenge here.
Gifted their offense with a bonus possession.
Did he challenge it? No.
I can. Doesn't allow me. His knee was down, though. It's dumb.
But not allowing a challenge, and Kansas State will take over in the red zone right here.
Yeah. Very unfortunate for Avery, but Avery Johnson going to find a man. That is Edwards. Run over to the right side. Make a spin move for a touchdown. Kansas State, 2 touchdowns back to back already in this first quarter. Dylan Edwards with the touchdown.
Absolutely, but when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment.
Kansas State coming out hot.
What they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Kansas State, and if I'm with Chi here, if I'm in the backfield, I would just go for a touchback. Smart plan. You don't want to cost another turnover right there. So, last time we saw the Tigers, wasn't really much of a very successful drive. But then we see the back-to-back touchdowns with Kansas State. Let's see what they can do here. Garner, let's snap it back to pass. Finds a man deep, and it is caught by Thompson for wide open touchdown. Tigers.
This quarterback on fire today.
Perry Thompson.
The sophomore from Alabama.
The offensive line gives the quarterback time.
I said high-scoring game.
Anticipation is on point.
Live up to it so far.
Right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn.
That is just insane. The fact of, and McPherson going to kick it all the way, but now this time we will see Kansas State. The last time we saw them getting that quick touchdown by Edwards. Let's see what Avery Johnson can do back at the 25-yard line, 1st and 10. Johnson is going to hand it off to Edwards. Edwards going to run over to the right side. Edwards is going to make a man break his ankles and is going to be stopped at the 48, 27-yard gain by Dylan Edwards.
Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense
has no
answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those.
Just like the Andy Mino song, coming in hot already.
Saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain in the first.
Yeah, somebody check on that man's ankles.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a first.
All right, 1st and 10, the ball at the 48-yard line, already past midfield. Johnson going to hand it off to Giddens. Giddens run over to the left side and only a gain of 2.
Offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line.
The one thing I can say is that we are already in for a treat with how much the Kansas State team has done, not only with their special teams, but of course offensively as well. 2nd and 8, ball at the 46. Edwards run up to the middle, tackle only a 1-yard gain on the play. And there you see the kicking range for the kicker. Let's see what they can do here. 3rd and 7, ball to the 45.
Quarterback making some changes at the line.
Johnson's going to make a couple audibles here. Johnson's going to snap the back pass. Johnson is going to get tackled. Would have been a sack, but yet the ball was in the air, incomplete. So now a 4th and 7. And the punt formation is coming out.
The pressure affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a
boy. So that was unexpected. So now they'll have the ball at the 14-yard line here, Dylan.
Offense is back out on the field now. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the
Auburn,
air last time.
The offense this season's been good. It's going to have to be good this game to stick with Kansas State.
As Cobb runs it up to the right side, gets to 11 down from the Tigers.
Go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down.
Garner trying to find man. He throws it deep to Simmons. Oh my God! What a bit! Yeah, I was waiting for that to be PI, but thankfully there was not no contact. If you're Kansas State.
Able to come down with a catch in bounds because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time.
Garner.
And if you put the ball out of
Gonna get pressured, but he then thankfully throws it down to the ground for incompletion. 3rd and 10. What can they do here, Dylan?
Man, you gotta love this if you're a defensive coordinator.
You gotta try to pick it up, but the last thing you want right here is a turnover.
And getting pressure on
it's where the majority of turnovers come on 3rd down, 3rd long. So
tough situation with the offense.
3rd and 10, ball at 25. Garner's gonna make a couple of adjustments. Garner gonna snap the back pass. Garner got some man open, and there he is, Thompson, and yet secure the catch for a 1st down, Tigers.
That's a solid game. This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field.
They're moving the ball. I mean, that's exactly what they needed. Garner gonna snap the back pass, gets pressure, gets tackled, but only for an incompletion.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defense.
This has been a very fun game so far. 2nd and 10, ball at the 40, and we're just in the 1st quarter. Garner's going to hand it off to Cobb. Cobb's going to make a man break his ankles. Cobb's going to run over to the right side, to the 30, to the 25, 20, to the 15. Stopped at the 16-yard line.
16 in one play, they've suddenly become a threat to score.
Jeremiah Cobb making an impact for this Tiger offense.
Today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets
Garner
out in the open field.
hand it off. No, fake hands off to Cobb. Garner's going to find a man, and that is Burton the 3rd. Burton's run over to the backwards, but only a gain of 4.
They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays.
A broken tackle turned into some positive yards, no negatives like I thought it was going to be. Clock's winding down, less than 30 seconds here in the 1st quarter. Garner going to hand off to Cobb. Cobb's going to run over to the right side. Cobb is going to get close to the end zone, but stopped at the 2-yard line. Jeremiah Cobb already making a big difference in this offense.
These running backs are showing out. Jeremiah Cobb and
Edwards, yeah. Garner is going to hand it off to BB Jr. Lost 4 yards on the play, and that should do it here in the 1st quarter. With time winding down. So yet, that is the end of the 1st quarter. Your score, Kansas State Wildcats 14, Auburn Tigers 7. This has been a very crazy game after that 1st quarter. But let's see what the Tigers can do. Garner. 2nd and goal, ball at the 6. Going to head off to Cobb. Cobb's going over to the left side, and it gets scrambled. No gain on the play.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game.
3rd and goal.
This offense to another 3rd down. Now you pressure
ball 6. Garner's going to fake head up to Cobb. Brian Simmons for a touchdown. Tigers.
Strong game by this quarterback. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling.
Tie game here at Kansas State. Dylan, we're seeing 2 different offenses going back-to-backs. Even though Auburn has had that fumble that helped Kansas State out, they're getting back into this game.
Yeah. I mean, after the fumble and the touchdown by Kansas State, it's been all Auburn. That's 14 consecutive. To get back into the game and tie it up, we just got to, if you're Auburn, you just got to keep getting stops like you did last drive and take it down the field.
Alrighty. Johnson, time for that pass. Gonna get tackled, gonna be a sack, loss of 1 on the play.
Just complete domination here by this Auburn defensive lineman, able to come up.
And there's some animosity between Crawford and Johnson.
Doing college football, going way back to guys that Auburn's had. Like
Crawford was just waiting for that mark to get through the block and to be able to get Avery Johnson. 2nd and 11. Ball to 26, I believe, 24. Johnson finds a man. That's Edwards, and yet loss of one once again. This time tackled by DeMarcus Riddick.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain.
3rd and 12, ball for 23.
After the catch.
The Wildcats need to convert here to be able to stay in this game. Johnson going to snap the back pass. Johnson is going to try to find a man. Got plenty of time in the pocket. Looking for somebody to be open. Nobody in the line is catching them until I say that. Getting pressured by the line. And fumbled. And now it's being recovered by the Tigers. Caught by Robinson. DeMarcus Riddick once again making the impact like he did. So now the Tigers get the ball at the 21-yard line, hands off to Cobb, runs up in the middle. Man, when I say that this Tiger team needs to step up, their defense did exactly that for Johnson to fumble there, Dylan.
Yeah.
And they'll use the ground game here.
And Cobb.
Touchdown by Auburn, but Avery Johnson was sitting in the pocket waiting, and nothing came open for him.
Just a great play by the running back.
Avery Johnson didn't find the guy he wanted to throw the ball to, and then tried to get out of the pocket, and the defensive line linebacker.
And Garner with a touchdown for the Tigers. Not only does he have a touchdown in the air, but of course on the ground, so this will be a one-possession game here late in the second quarter in the first half. And if you guys are just now tuning in, Jake and Dylan up in the booth. We got no silent reporters, but we're making the most of it as we are getting ready to see the Wildcat offense out. The last time we saw them was that fumble. What can they do to be able to redeem themselves here in this game?
Well, Kansas State, you just got to get down the field. It's been 2 quick drives. He just had to punt. Well, he didn't punt last time, but he turned the ball over on 3rd down. He was looking at a punt. So you got to find something on offense.
Johnson's getting pressured once again.
And it's incomplete.
Yeah. I mean, not to mention this, and something I completely forgot about is that you got 2 undefeated teams ranked in the top 5. This is a very huge game. But 2nd and 10, ball for 25. Johnson's going to head off to Edwards, and that will be a gain of 5 right there, making it a 3rd and 5, 30. And if you think about the Tigers, their go-to guy's been Cobb so far. As far as Kansas State, their go-to guy's been Dylan. So we're seeing the battle of the running backs in this game. Well, let's see what they can do here. 3rd and 5, ball for 30. Johnson got plenty of time in the pocket. No blockers. Finds a man wide open. That is Brown. Caught for a first down. He's going to be stopped at the 31.
Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense.
You see pocket presence from
that is great.
Avery Johnson right there.
Accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it.
That was the 2nd time that he's had plenty of time in the pocket. The last time was that fumble with Johnson. Gonna find a man. That is Rice. Now you're talking about Jerry for a gain of 8, making this a 2nd and 2. Johnson has been making an impact so far in this game. 1 touchdown, 60 yards, but he's gonna have to do something before the 2-minute warning. Johnson, snap the back pass. Run up to the right side, gets tackled for a couple yards lost right there. Being tackled by 15, and now will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Been able to put things together. Quarterback's had a nice drive, but finally, great job of getting the pressure and getting after that quarterback.
All right, let's see what we can do here. Dylan, 3rd and 5, ball for 25. 2 minutes left. Johnson got plenty of time in the pocket once again. Finds a man. That is Spadley Demps. And just remember here, folks, Auburn did, I believe it was Auburn that did get the ball first, so yeah, this will be a great advantage for Kansas State because at the end of the half, they will get the ball.
Yeah, they could double dip, as always Joseph says.
Oh my God!
Incomplete. He had the man. Avery Johnson just missed him. Pressure inside.
I think that was Spadley Demps right there, the intended for target on the play. 2nd and 10, ball for 16. Johnson's going to snap the back pass. Getting more pocket time, but he's going to run up in the middle for a touchdown. Wildcats. So that should give Auburn a minute and 50 left for them to be able to score before the end of the half.
PAT right down the middle. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. The kickoff team on the field now.
Alrighty.
Set to send this one away.
So now let's go ahead and talk to Dylan real quick. Dylan, I mean, like I mentioned before, Kansas State does get the ball at the end of the half. So if you are Lucia, what are you going to need to do here?
You're going to need... Well,
on the Auburn offense, back out
you're going to try to get points, of course. You don't want Kansas State getting the ball back.
Defense is reeling at the moment.
Yeah.
They'll hand it off.
As Cobb run over to the right side, breaks a tackle, and yet get short to the inches right there, making it second inches. They still have 3 timeouts. Clock is winding down to a minute and 13 left. Garner hands the ball off to Cobb once again. Cobb's going to make a man break his ankles. That will be at the 40-yard line. So if one thing, if I'm with you here, is that if I'm McPherson, try to get up to his range and try to be able to at least make a field goal before the end of the half. So we shall see what this Auburn offense can do here. And Electric doesn't. Yeah, there you go. Clock is winding down close to 50 seconds here. Cobb is running out of breath. Garner gonna find a man deep, and that's gonna be a PI.
That's gonna be PI. He clicked on and ran into the receiver. Knocked him off his
defensive back is got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football.
I say Jacob Parrish with the penalty right there, helping out Lucia. Clock stop, hands off to Alston. Alston's going to run up to the right side, making a spin move, but yeah, we'll get the first down. So we'll see if they can have better time management compared to the Chicago Bears last week.
Yeah, I expect them to.
And time not being called by Lucia here.
1st and 10 play coming up.
1st and 10. Hands off to Cobb. Cobb's going to get a 1-yard gain on the play. They're going to have to go with the hurry-up offense here. Don't try to do too much. Try to be able to get to field goal range if you're Lucia. Garner.
He's running out of time here.
Gonna get pressured. Sack right there. Loss of 11.
Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
I think Kansas State with the timeout. They will fall back.
Very smart play call. Garner gonna get sacked, and this time Electric calls the timeout. So what would have been help for the PI penalty does not happen, as we do see a 4th and 25 at the midfield. We'll see if Cumberland can make a really good punt, and he will at the 19th. So Dylan, yeah, Electric has less than 15 seconds left with only 1 timeout. Do you see them trying to go for something risky here?
I do, yeah. The way Electric plays, and especially with getting the ball back, I do think he's going to try to get points, or at least try it on first down.
Johnson finds a man deep as Edwards, and Edwards going to run to the right side past midfield, and he will use his last timeout with single digits, 7 seconds left on the clock.
1st down and 10.
So this ball may be Hail Mary here if you are Electric. First and 10, ball at the 46, and penalty. I think that is false start on the Wildcats here. Yeah, it is. A false start. This is not good for Electric. 1st and 15 at the 49-yard line now.
Linebacker shifting around now.
Johnson's going to snap the back pass. Got plenty of time and the pressure, but yet throws it out of bounds and complete. Now only has 3 seconds with no timeouts. It has been the battle of the quarterbacks with Johnson 104 yards, Garner with 100 yards. But you see the attempts and you see the touchdowns here. So this has been a very great game if you're an offense fan. There's been no defense at all besides, the fumble recovery by Lucia earlier in the second quarter. So now, 2nd and 15, ball at the 49. 3 seconds left on the clock. What can they do? Play clock winding down. Delay game and an extra 5 yards. So now, if you are electric, what do you do here?
Defense loading up on defensive backs here. Want to take away the
you're taking a shot at the end zone. There's not really, and the only bad thing that could happen out of it is a Auburn pick 6, but I don't see a 100-yard return.
Looking downfield, it's Johnson.
Johnson. Clock hits 0. Tries to find a man, gets plenty of time in the pocket, throws it to Johnson, incomplete, and now we go to the second half. What a great game. Dylan, let's go ahead and get your thoughts on this. What has caught your eye so far in this game?
Auburn's ability to bounce back after going down 14-0. To be honest, once they went down 14-0, majority, I can say, well.
Oh, Johnson run over to the left side, starting to cut you off. He's running all the way to the 30, to the 25, 15, 10 for a kick return. Touch. No! What was that? Why did he not just go in?
It's first and goal now. That kick return gave him a great chance to score.
First and goal. Give it Johnson. Touchdown Wildcats.
They will claim the second half lead. Well, they began with
Hill the gritty. Dylan, what's your thoughts on that, bud?
On him not taking a touchdown?
Yeah.
I don't think he meant to not take the touchdown, to be honest. Unless he just wanted Avery Johnson rushing touchdown. Unless he wanted to pad Avery Johnson's stats. But I think he was trying to shove it a little bit, and the guy didn't actually fall forward in the end zone. But who knows?
Yeah, real quick though, by the way, for those who are watching, it is Lucia, Auburn, Electric, Kansas State. So first and 10, ball 25, Cobb run over to the right side, loss of 1 on the play. Tackled by Desmond Purnell, the senior from Kansas.
The defense has got to be asking themselves, where is
second and 11, ball 24-yard line. Garner by himself in the backfield is going to get tackled, but yet incomplete once again, making this a 3rd and 11. That defensive line from Kansas State is stepping up their game, something that we have not seen in the first half. I mean, only a couple of completions, but other than that, nothing like that so far. Garner going to snap the back pass.
Bringing pressure.
Going to try to get away from the pressure, and yet fumbled by Auburn, recovered by Kansas State for a touchdown. Wildcats.
And they'll set up for the PAT.
So back-to-back plays, and this time it'll be, yep, roughing the kicker, but it doesn't really matter. Been a great second half for the Wildcats here.
They'll return it from inside the 5, and they've got the return corral. That return backfires on him. Now,
yeah, JoJo, it is Lucia, like I just mentioned it. So first and 10, ball at the 8-yard line.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense.
Let's see what they can do here. Auburn snapped back to pass. Garner finds a man. That is Simmons. Simmons runs over to the right side, tries to go for a spin move, but it backfires. But however, the first down still remains.
The quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to the
Let's see what Auburn can do here. First and 10, ball to 23.
For a first down.
Garner finds a man deep. That is Simmons. No, incomplete.
Out of the field of play, incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the
They're not doing anything too crazy so far, and that's something that we want to see. Garner hands off to Cobb. Cobb run over to the left side for a gain of 4 right there, making this a 3rd and 6. for the Tigers.
Come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
3rd and 6.
Fires it to the wide out.
Gonna find a man. That is Coleman. He catches the ball for a first down. Tigers at the 44.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive.
Let's see what happens here. Garner.
Comes a first down pass
Get pressured. Oh, was waiting for that interception, but it does not happen. So it's incomplete once again for Garner here.
The quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earhole. You better make some adjustments.
All right, let's see. Garner.
Quarterback a chance.
Gonna snap the back to pass. Got plenty of time in the pocket. Finds a man deep, and it is caught by Paris for a interception.
Big takeaway. Now
Gonna run over to the left side. Paris got one man to beat. And he says, can I get a big pick six? Ba-da-ba-ba-da, for a pick six, 73-yard touchdown for the Wildcats.
Monster play by this defense.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him.
So the number one team in the league down 3 possessions here. Noah.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to have something quick. We've seen him score 14 points.
Kickoff team is on the field to move
He's
this one away.
fast, so maybe he can do it again. But it's not looking like it. Look at that score at the bottom of the scorebook. Florida 42, SCS East 3. That game got out of hand quick. I think it ended up being 105 to 6. So,
Yeah. You definitely demolished an SCS team. Congratulations, by the way, as Garner snapped the back, finds a man deep. It is Burton the third, and no PI, and incompletion once again. Yeah, I'll say you got 2 coaches up in the booth who have just came off with wins in their respective games. You with the FCS right there, and me against USC after last night.
What happened in that game? I'd like a little bit of a...
Hang on one second, as Cobb's going to run over to the middle. Stopped only a 3-yard gain. Yeah, 30 to, I think it was 31 to 20 in the final score of that game. Got my first win of the season, which felt great. As Garner,
I mean, that's a ranked opponent.
Yeah.
Big win.
As Garner finds a man and is going to throw deep to Simmons. Stopped at the 39-yard line. Yeah, it was a very tough game. I mean, and I definitely want to send a shout out to Ollie Shirker for giving me a very good competitive game, and hope he does good for the rest of the season. Back finds a man is going to be sacked by. I have no idea how to say his last name. I'm not going to try to pronounce it.
And another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
2nd and 16, incomplete. I'll say, speaking of schedules, Dylan, who's your next game after this week?
My next opponent is going to be McCard in Tennessee.
Ooh, Garner finds a man, and that is Homer. Gain of 6 right there. So this is 4th down territory here for Lucia.
Yeah. You just got to get half of it right here.
Here's the snap.
Garner finds a man, but it is Ehlers for another interception going into midfield, and he's going to go all the way. He's saying, can I get a big pick six? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. For a 71-yard pick six for the Wildcats.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
Man,
well, this game's gotten out of hand quick.
It has definitely gotten out of hand, yeah.
It's been 28 points.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
Yeah, just alone in the second half here too.
Yeah.
He'll take off.
Still got
tackle at the 13. Not great field position.
I mean, they're gonna have to do something here. Cause I mean, yeah, they still have plenty of time left in the third, and you also got to think about, what can transpire in the fourth, but they're going to have to do something quick in order for them to stay in contention in this game. As Garner runs up to the right side, tries to avoid safety, has to throw it out of bounds.
What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting
Alrighty, 2nd and 10.
Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Garner. And they'll get sacked once again.
Sack down inside the 5.
And looks like, I don't know if there's some adjustments made, but as far as my game is going up against old Appalachian State. I think that's Mr. Williams, so I never really got a chance to play him, and I think that's going to be a very great competitive game between me and him.
We got to play at.
I think it's at home, but I could be wrong. That's White. Garner being benched, but yet it doesn't matter.
Garner benched for Walker White.
That is very interesting.
Well, a 5-star, I do believe. We're punting at our own end zone here.
You got no other choice. I mean, it's either that or end up going for a safety here. Last time we saw the punt team for the Wildcats before that was a touchdown return. This time, not the case. As we are less than 50 seconds left in the third. And also, by the way, if you guys like what you see, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, because we have some NASCAR stuff going on come up here this coming Sunday. As we see Johnson time back to pass. Gonna get sacked this time. Lost to 6 right there on the play.
Look at the interception leaders. We have Ty Simpson and Tyler Heredia tied in the lead with Max Brown of Charlotte and Tiger.
Yeah, I thought I seen Virginia Tech up there too, so it's nice to know that we're in the top 5. So there we go. It's 2nd and 16. Ball for 46. Johnson going to snap back to pass. Goes to Oakley, and then Oakley makes the man miss for a first down Wildcats. And that should do it here at the end of the third quarter. Let's see what
So here we go.
What the Tigers can do here.
The offense has a first down. On the ground.
They'll run up to the middle for a gain of or Edwards for a gain of 3 right there.
Now everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered.
Let's go ahead and check out as far as what's next for the Tigers here. After this, they will take on the Cajuns of Louisiana after this game. As Johnson tries to pass, find a man, and no, incomplete.
Or 5.
That's a misfire there, Chris.
It was wide open right there, but I don't know if Johnson must have overthrown it.
I think he's just not interested in catching the ball. Just something that he didn't want to do.
Come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this.
Well, let's see
right now.
Let's see how this goes. As 3rd and 7, Johnson finds a man, and that is caught for a first and goal Wildcats. But as far as user-wise for the Tigers, I think, if I'm not mistaken, they'll be taking on Shake and Bake of the Missouri Tigers and the Georgia Bulldogs. We'll get to Kansas State after this play here. 1st and goal for the Wildcats. Going, Johnson, run up to the middle for a touchdown, Wildcats.
Avery Johnson gives Kansas State a play 35-point lead. So I think this is running into score territory.
The entire unit has been dominant.
And the point right down the middle.
And what's going to be crazy about this, though, is that looking at the Wildcat schedule, is that they're going to be going 2 straight back-to-back byes, then playing 2 AIs, then another bye, then the following games are Iowa State, UCF, TCU, Oklahoma State, and the last user that electric plays KU and the Kansas. As we see Cobb run up to the right side. All right, go ahead, Dylan.
We just have a Mickey Conference schedule right there.
Nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Oh, it's snapped to the back.
Yeah, I mean, but at the same time, though, if you think about this, though, most of the talent were at the SEC with you, Mason, McCard, so many individuals a part of the SEC as White. Going to try to find, runs up to the middle. He's going to get tackled.
They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Showing that he's got some toughness.
10 coming up. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw.
White finds him.
To Perry Thompson.
Thompson right there.
Game, though, in the completion.
Well, when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent. This is a huge play for this.
White hands off to Cobb. Cobb runs over. This man miss. I think that's a yard loss spot there for the Tigers here.
Second down and goal upcoming. Hand off to the single back.
Second goal as we see it's finally a touchdown for the Tigers. That is Austin right there.
But the thing you can always hang your hat on is these guys are still competing. They come up with a touchdown here late in the 4th quarter. Can use that as hopefully some momentum.
And the kick is up and it is good.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Now they get set to kick it away.
As we do see the kickoff, and of course, once again, I definitely do want to mention as far as the NASCAR side of things, like, of course, most broadcasters do it. They will have a NASCAR heat draft. We're bringing back the good old NASCAR stuff for you guys here today. As we do see Johnson hand it off to Edwards. Edwards going to make a man miss. Edwards going to run to the right side. Edwards is going to be stopped close to midfield or past midfield at the 46.
Fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now. It's the wide receiver coming in.
Dylan Edwards running back with like 98, 99 speed. One of the two, so.
And Johnson, he's going to make a man miss. Oh my gosh. Johnson's got that toughness in him.
Like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense.
A guy like Avery Johnson, former
Heisman,
reigning Heisman winner.
But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards,
first and goal.
It's an extra
at the 8. Johnson gonna get clobbered right there at the 25. This should be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
First down. Now the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a 1st and goal situation.
After a disastrous first down play,
second and goal, ball for 25. Less than 2 minutes. Edwards gonna run to the right side. Only a good 2-yard gain right there. I mean, there's no question as far as this individual, but who is the MVP of this game, in your opinion?
The MVP of this game is the Kansas State secondary and return man. Return, if that's the same person. How many touchdowns does Kansas State have that weren't on offense?
A lot, if you think about it. If you think about the punt return touchdown. Yeah. Looks like it'll be a 4th and goal, so they will be the kick's up. Going to go to the left, to the left, to the left. Field goal miss, so we'll see what happens here if you are Kansas State. And, being tackled, incomplete. Let's see here, Sif. Yeah, go ahead.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down.
I mean, this is just, it's been high scoring, not what I expected.
Ball handed off.
I did expect high scoring. I just expected it to be close.
Grabs the football. It's a turnover.
But Jeremiah Cobb puts
Just
it
a
on the floor.
great job by this defense to knock that ball loose.
Trying to get it together. We're trying to force fumbles. I'm just trying to end the game.
Working with the lead, you get the ball back to your offense. Now a chance to secure victory.
Yeah, I mean,
We could have running of score allegations.
no, I don't think that's the case.
And now it's the defense.
Oh.
Timeout here.
Well, she is
Well.
just wasting his timeouts.
No quit and an Auburn
Second down
Tiger.
play coming up.
I mean, I admire that. I admire the heart
Quarterback will take a knee.
and the passion
Now a timeout
for the
taken by
Tigers,
the
but
defense, trying to preserve as much
I mean,
clock as
I don't know.
possible for their
3rd and
offense.
12 for Kansas State. Let's see what they can do here.
The offense was given a short field. Now can the defense come up with a huge stop here on 3rd down?
3rd and 12. Ball to 33.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play.
And weird.
Scanning the field. It's Johnson.
Going for a touchdown
Defense
here.
is coming after him. And they
Incomplete.
hope he releases
The
it.
Tigers want the
It's incomplete.
ball back, but
He could here to wait until the last
looks like
possible moment, but he waits just a
the
hair
offense
too
is going to be
long,
staying out
which
here
allows the defense
if
to
you're
actually
Kansas
hit
State.
him as he throws the ball.
So 4th down and 12. The offense is on the field to go for it.
This is very interesting. 4th and 12 at the 33. Kansas State.
Looking to throw the ball.
Johnson got plenty of time in the pocket.
Look at
There'll
the
probably be a
time.
holding call.
Finally
Davis
to the left.
catches it, but what's the penalty? It is illegal contact
Let's check out
on the
this call.
Tigers.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage.
And that
Kansas
should
State
do
getting
it.
Set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the quarterback just kneels down.
And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Your score. Kansas State 56, Auburn 28. The number 1 team in the top 25 goes down, making Kansas State 5-0. Your player of the game, Avery Johnson. Let's go ahead and get to the head coach of the Kansas State Wildcats, Electric. Electric, do you have a copy?
Another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
All right, please turn down the music so everyone will get copyrighted, please and thank you.
No, that was me.
Alrighty, but hey, alright, so congratulations on the win. I mean, we've seen you struggling at the first half, but what helped you bounce back in the second half? We didn't see too much craziness from the offense. It was mostly your special teams and your secondary.
Well, I mean, like, the secondary just came in clutch. As you can see, we got mostly every touchdown and everything from them. Great job from the defense. They did 2 pick sixes, 4 fumbles, 3 forced fumbles, 2 pick sixes, 3 touchdowns overall on the defense. You know, that's 21 points right there. And then the rest is just all off. That's just what you want to see from there. They had Auburn ranked number 1. They didn't have Kansas State ranked number 1 in the community, so we just showed them right there why we're number 1. That was great. Just great game overall on offense and defensive side.
Do you think after this game that you can say you definitely deserve to be number 1 after a performance like this?
No sure about it. Avery Johnson came out of here. He said that he's done throwing picks for the whole season. It's been 7. He threw 7 picks first couple of games, but that's where we're going to end. We're not going to end with that. It's 8, and that's it. And I mean that's what Avery Johnson just showed y'all right there. He showed y'all a little bit of something on the passing game, but overall that running game by him, 3 touchdowns. You know, that's just toughness right there.
Yep. Very well said. Dylan, do you have anything you want to say to Electric?
Yeah, Electric, yeah, I think there's a good game, but I think there's a big gap, and you don't have any users left, like, for a while, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're looking at a 12-0 season for you again. What are you going to do to not fall short of the playoffs this time?
I mean, like, this time, we just got to lock in. Since it's going to be a 12-0 season, we got to take you at the very end. All we have to do is just lock in, play the game great, and no team's going to be this year. I have confidence about that. doesn't matter about the overall anymore. It doesn't matter. It's all smoke from here on out.
All right, very well said. Congratulations on the win. Let's go ahead and talk to Wuchia. Wuchia, do you have a copy?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, so a very tough game. I mean, you had things going in the first half, but then the second half, everything falls short. Let me ask you this. What happened from your perspective?
Well, if you can look at the stream right now, I'm pretty much showing what it is. My 2 tackles just not blocking, and just his ends just getting whatever they want. Our QB was playing a great game from the start. I did bench him though just to give the freshman some reps. It was no point anyways to leave him in the game. And we gave Walkwright a chance. He did some things, and we're gonna come back next week and forget that all of this happened.
Yeah, and of course, another thing too is, like I talked about late in the broadcast, is that the next 2 games you take on the Cajuns of Louisiana, and of course the big one you take on the Georgia Bulldogs. How are you going to bounce back after this loss?
Oh, we're gonna take our easy cupcake game with the Raging Cajuns, and we're going to a bye. Then we face Missouri and Georgia back to back. We've beaten Missouri before. We're not scared of them. We know how they stand. We know where they stand. And obviously the Bulldogs are the one that everyone's waiting for, other than the Kansas State game. So I think we're gonna have a good game with the Bulldogs and their user. It is at Auburn, different atmosphere, different environment. But hopefully we don't let up any. Well, hopefully the game doesn't give anybody any Mickey special teams touchdowns or fumbles, because that's just straight up Mickey's and there's no skill in that. But hopefully we just bounce back, and we're gonna make the playoffs regardless. And yeah.
Alrighty, very well said. I'm going to take it over to Mr. Dylan here. Dylan, do you have anything you want to say to Wuchia?
No, I'm good.
Alrighty, well, hey, that will do it here. But of course, I definitely want to take a look as far as next week's matchups. I mean, we have a lot of great matchups in Week 5. You got Oklahoma against North Carolina. You got Tennessee against Mississippi State. And, of course, another big one. You have Texas and Georgia. So many great games in store for Week 5 that I'm very excited. But, hey, I will say this to end the stream. It was a very great game at the first half, but it was all Kansas State here at the second half. Dylan, as these next couple of weeks progress, what's something that you can expect from these teams trying to step up to make their way to the top 25?
I expect there definitely be a little. The top 25 is going to change a lot with some of the losses that have happened this week, and then some losses that will happen in the coming weeks. I mean, the top 25 is going to look really different, and it's going to start to shape up for the end of the season.
Hey, we'll definitely can't wait. And of course, if you guys are looking forward to more college football action, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe to the HPL YouTube channel. And speaking of HPL, we have a lot more in store for you guys. Not only college football, but of course the NASCAR draft. But as far as right now, to end the draft, we want to thank you for taking your time out of your busy schedule, day or night, whatever time you guys are watching this from, to watch this. For Dylan, I am Jake saying so long, and we'll see you guys next time.